Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo está? How y'all doing? It's Friday, baby. That's right, we done made it through another shitstorm week like you ain't never seen before, and we still got more to come. Won't it just be exciting? Well, you know what today is, baby. Beer and Bud Friday. So get the beer off the ice there, pop a top on that stuff if you haven't already. Stuff that bud down in that bowl. Spark it up, give me a big old blow this way. Maybe I can enjoy some. I'm gonna forego my beer today, and I'm gonna have a little bourbon thanks to Eric Hall from Richmond, Kentucky, and I'm gonna have a little bourbon over ice, which is exactly the way bourbon should be drank. And I want to thank Eric Hall from Richmond, Kentucky, for his Big House Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which is crafted in small batches, it says, and it's crafted there in Kentucky. So y'all raise that beer up, and let's toast to a good weekend. Oh, that's tasty. That is how bourbon is supposed to be drank. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's dangerously good. Well, I went to the mailbox today, and I had a package in there from Miss Jan Shirley Chandler, and I'm going to hope to try to pronounce this right, from Landbitter, United Kingdom. And that's right, baby, all the way from the UK over to England, all the way to John. And she had a nice little card in there and some sentiments about, being a blue dot. Boy, that stuff's good. A blue dot. And explaining about one of her hobbies. And one of her hobbies, I guess, or her profession, I don't know, I'd have to read it again, is silversmithing. She makes jewelry. And she made me, I'm going to switch cameras here so we can get a good look on this, a ring. There it is. Oh, let me go the other way. That is a silver ring, handcrafted, with a blue piece of sea glass mounted in it. And, oh, Lord. That's why Mama doesn't like me bringing stuff out here. And that ring fits right on that finger right next to my wedding ring. And I was telling Mama how appropriate. It looks beautiful, Jan, and I'm just so proud of it. Your handmade ring is going to sit right next to my handmade ring. I was a little broke when I asked Mama to marry me, so I had to make my wedding rings out of stainless steel. And now I have a very pretty silver ring with a blue dot on it from Jan Shirley. If you look down there in the comments, Jan Shirley is what she goes by on our Facebook page, and she's been down there before. And Jan, I just bless your heart, darling. That's so pretty. I'll be able to brag on that for a while. I'm going to wear it forever. Anyway, boy, that's good bourbon. That could get a person in trouble. So, what's going on? Hell if I know. I don't have any notes today. I don't have a single note taken. I got my pad over there just in case I wanted to look at something. But I don't have anything written down because I had things to do this morning. I got involved to sit down and watch TV, the hearing this morning, and we all thought it was going to go the way we expected it to. They were all going to vote yes, and let's go on with the show. Well, basically, they did take a vote, and they all voted to pass him out of the committee and send it to the floor, with a caveat that the FBI has 1 week to investigate the allegations made by Miss Ford and the other 2 young ladies that came forward. So, what happened? Well, I don't know. At the moment of the big thing, they were all up there talking. The Republicans up there, listen to Ted Cruz up there rattle his shit off. And his explanation for why he was voting yes. And mind you, all of them said that Dr. Ford was a credible witness. But, hey, you know, you can't prove this stuff. It's he said, she said, and I'm just going to have to go with Judge Kavanaugh. No, there was another avenue. Now, I got up, go to town, check the mail, had to go to my HEB and do a few things. And I come back, and all of a sudden everything changed. What happened, Mama? She said, well, Jeff Flake got to talking to somebody, And then he talked to somebody else, and they were conspiring. The next thing you know, they got an FBI investigation to go through. Well, Lord have mercy for that, baby. I guess so. He needed to be done. And I can't help but sit here and think that the reason that they're doing that is because of your voice. The people of America, the citizens of this country, have risen up in protest. And didn't you all see Jeff Flake trapped in the elevator for 5 minutes, getting his pants blown away by a woman who has survived sexual harassment? And she was letting him know, baby. There was no corner in her. She told him, look at me in the eye when I'm talking to you, baby. She got after his ass. And thank goodness for her. Thank goodness for her voice and all the voices that were outside of that committee, out on the streets in front of the building, all protesting, people sending messages through social media all day that this was not going to stand. I think the Republicans saw the handwriting on the wall. So what you going to do there, Mitch? Mitch McConnell's got his ass in a sling, baby. I'm telling you. The bad thing about bourbon is bourbon doesn't make me burp. Beer does. Anyway, I don't have any notes, people. The reversal today, I think, is a result of our voices, of voices from all across this country rising up in total disbelief at what was going on in that committee. It was a scam. It was the Republican Party no more cared about what Dr. Ford had to say than they did Obama or anybody else on the left. They treated her just like that, tried to keep the gloves off of her. Don't act like you're a sexist asshole who's going to pass judgment on a woman. So they tried desperately to stay the course and not offend her. But the whole offense was it came next with Kavanaugh, and like I said yesterday, we saw who he was. We saw him when he got angry, and who he lashed out at. He lashed out at everybody, but he lashed out at the Democrats, baby. It's all a sham. It's a scam. It's all a smear against his good name, all perpetrated by the Democrats and the left-wing evil society and the deep state and the secret society and all that other bullshit that the right tries to convince you is out there muddling around. Lord, there's points in this thing. I hope there is a deep state in there controlling some kind of shit, because the crap that we've had to put up with through this White House, the disgrace that is in our house, that's where it starts. That's how come the Republicans feel like they can get away with this shit. That's how come they feel like it's no big deal. Listen to the little lady and let her go on and then we'll vote. It's because the man in our house, the man that defiles our house, he stands accused and he brushes those people off like they're nothing. Oh, you know, a bunch of lying women. They're all lying. Every one of them, all 19 of them. They're all lying. That's Donnie. So what do you expect from anybody else? Brett Kavanaugh, who is groomed for this spot, who was specifically picked for this spot because of his beliefs in the president, and that you can't indict a sitting president, you can't investigate a sitting president, all that shit. That's why Brett Kavanaugh was picked. Sure, the right wing want him because sure he'll go for Roe v. Wade, and he'll bring us more shit like Citizens United. But what Donnie was interested in, what that man in our house was interested in, was, does he believe that the president can pardon himself? Does he believe a president should be indicted or investigated? He's already let us know that. No, he doesn't think so. So no, I don't think he belongs on the court. That's obstruction of justice at the highest levels, between the President of the United States and a Supreme Court justice. No, I don't want that. I don't want it in my court. I don't want it in my White House. And we have to work to get him out. And I truly believe at the bottom of my heart that this blue wave is going to materialize, and it is going to wash this country over because of shit like this. Because of the crap that they've pulled ever since the man got in office. Everything he has touched, every ally that we had, he's kicked in the shins. Every foe we have, he's cuddled up to. And again, when he was speaking at the United Nations blaming China for election meddling and not mentioning the fact that Russia is the one that meddled in the 2016 and is still meddling in the 2018. So the game goes on, people. Man, I'm kind of really, I really have to say I'm sorry I'm not prepared because I just don't have a rant in me today. I'm happy with what happened today. We need an investigation. Every one of those women their stories need to be either validated or debunked, one of the two. Either there's witnesses, and I believe there will be. Look at the book. Look at some. I understand one of the senators even came out. I saw she came out and was talking about what was being said on social media today, right then, about from people that went to college with Brett Kavanaugh, and how much of a drunk he was in college, and how could he sit up there and lie and say he's never been drunk to the point that he didn't know what happened the next day. There were people on the internet talking back. I hope the FBI gets hold of those. Yeah, let's talk to those people. Let's talk to everybody, because Brett Kavanaugh, under oath, said that he has never been inebriated to the point that he didn't know what was going on or what happened. So, yeah, I think that is in question. I think there was a lot of people coming out yesterday talking on the internet about how much of a liar he was. And again, if he lies about that, if he lies about this incident, it makes him a liar. And some of my lawyer friends could give you the official lawyer term for that, but it means if you lie about one thing, you can just whitewash everything else out that he says because he's been proven a liar. I think he's already done that by the fact that he didn't receive stolen materials when we know damn good and well he received copies of those emails that were stolen. Anyway, 90% of his record is not visible because he refuses to release them for the committee to look at, or anybody else to look at for that matter. His extreme views are just they're not for America. I don't think I think he's just going to be a plant. That's all he was picked for. A solid vote on the court for the right. That's it. And especially for Donnie the Dictator. And so, yeah, that's how come it's got to be Brett Kavanaugh and nobody else. So they're going to go through this investigation. But now it's already been passed through the committee. So whenever this investigation is done, they said a week, then they're going to come back with information that are going to give to the Senate, I reckon. And then the Senate is going to have to take that information and decide, up or down vote right there. Mitch McConnell's not going to put it on the floor unless he knows he has the vote. Or if he feels like he could pressure somebody in the last minute. And baby, we know how that goes, right, Mitch? Sometimes that happens. And I believe the senators that they're talking to, Bukowski up in Alaska, Senator Collins, Jeff Flake, people are hedging. And so they've got some soul searching to do. Remember now, Flake is quitting. He's giving it all up. But I think Flake, in the back of his head, he's got a future presidential run in his mind. And how would that look on his resume if he put a Supreme Court a Supreme Court pick on the court that was later proved to be a sexual harasser and a liar? And I stress the liar part because he is so adamant attacking everybody yesterday, baby. Our fight is a long way to go because our fight won't end in November. We take the reins in November. That's what we need to do. If we don't do that, the story's going to have a very bad turn in it. So we need to vote. We need everyone to vote. Get out. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your friends. Make sure everybody is ready to vote. Because vote like your life depended on it. I hope y'all got to see that little clip that Daniel Abieta put out. And, yeah, take it to heart, baby. If we write this story, our voice, our vote, that's what's going to determine what happens in this country. That's what's going to determine what happens in the Supreme Court. It determines what happens in our land. And I have faith I've had faith for a while. But for the first time in a long time, I feel more optimistic than anything else, and because I see what's happening, and how every day the Republicans are proved to be just exactly who we say they are, deplorables. Yeah, we need to shame some of them into turning around, getting their shit together. Look at what they're voting on. Look at America. Because what we see up in that White House, what we see through that den of thieves up there on his cabinet, no, that's not for America. That's for the 1%, the corporations. That's for making backdoor deals with enemies and shit like that. Yeah, Donnie's got bribe collection centers all over the world, baby. There's Russians in every one of them. Check it out. And so, yeah, Donnie's main focus is to make buddies with Russia. And so they can open up the oil fields, boy, make all sorts of money. Donnie will get his cut. You know, old Rex Tillerson over there, he'll be right back in business over there at ExxonMobil, making him a boatload of money. But the rest of us have to live these lives day in, day out, and hope for the best for our country. And occasionally we have people like Dr. Ford who have the courage to stand up and to face the nation and state her truth. And bless her for that, because that's what this takes. It's going to take heroes. It's going to take courage to stand up. And I believe the left is full of courage, baby. Right talks about, oh, we got all the patriots and wave the flag and all that, baby. You want to see people with courage? You look on our side. You look at the ladies standing up in the Me Too movement. You think that's easy to stand up in front of all them people and speak their truth? How about the gay community? You want to know how much courage it takes for a single person to come out as gay in this country, or transgender, or anything else? It takes a lot of courage to do that, inner courage to do that. They don't want to hide. They're just as American as anybody else on this planet, anybody else in this country. And they know that, baby. They know it, and they wear it with pride. And I'm glad they do. Immigrants are the same way. We welcome them into our communities. We welcome them with open arms and help them merge into this great melting pot that we have. That's what we do, baby. That's our history. A complete fight constantly to make improvements in our society, to make it better, to make it more welcoming, to make it more inclusive for all of us. And baby, the Democrats, that's what we do. The right has always been for the corporations, the rich donors. They worry about money. That's their big focus. Look at everything they do. It has to do with money. And then when they get in office, when they get in power, oh Lordy, hold boots. They fill up their coffers, baby. And because it's cash, they can put that in the bank. You think any one of these people are going to retire like I did? Are you shitting me? No, baby. They're going to retire very nice. And we don't have to worry about them. I wished I had more today, but I don't. I'm tired. I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to finish this bourbon, because, boy, that tastes really good there, Eric. And hopefully that'll settle in. And I'm going to relax this evening. I'm probably going to go. I tried to go live yesterday. Wouldn't happen. The internet looks like it was working today, but I didn't want to chance it. If it looks good over the weekend, I want to pop in live. Maybe, nope, Travis won't be here. He's at the RealmsCom, and he's doing his thing, working his ass off right now, I would imagine. But family, it all comes down to voting. And I believe our family, I believe our Blue Dot family is ready to go. I think we're all hyped up waiting on that time to come go vote. But it's those that we don't have in our circle yet. Make sure you talk to them. Make sure you guide them in the way it should be. Make them feel a little guilty about supporting such a wormy little slime ball like Donnie. And we need to turn this country around, not only in our House, but on our Supreme Court, in our laws, everything that the right has tried to dismantle in this short time that his idiot's been in there. He sure has done a lot of damage, and we're going to have to repair that. That's what I mean by the vote will come November 6th. It's after that the work starts, that we have to clean house. We have to do the things necessary to prove to the American people that they're working for us and not just a bunch of rich Russians or some shit like that. Lindsey Graham all of a sudden turned his tune again. Are you shitting me? That guy could be an actor. Oh, I believe I have the vapors. Boy, howdy shit. Anyway, I apologize for not having a great show. Every once in a while, I deserve a day off. I'm just going to slough it off today, and I'm going to try to relax. I need to. I tore my arm up. Jesus Christ! I swear, when you get my age, you can just rip your skin at the slightest touch. Like, share, and subscribe. John Brittleville, Blue Dot in Texas on Facebook. John Brittleville on a Blue Dot. That's good bourbon. A Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brittleville on Facebook. John Brittleville Speaks. Blue Dot Family. Go by there and give the family a like. They've been staying busy, baby. Joe, Candy, Kat, and Monica have all been very active, and Carrie. And I appreciate the work they do over there and keeping everybody motivated. On Twitter, at Blue Dot in Texas, out my truck window, anywhere else. Y'all enjoy that beer and bud, because I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bourbon. I could already feel a little kick in there. Jan, darling, thank you very much for the ring. I'm going to wear that with pride. The rest of my days, I reckon I'll look down there and go, yep, there's my 15 minutes of fame, baby. Y'all have treated me well, and I'm very thankful for that. Every day, my heart just seems to grow a little bit bigger because I got one more friend I got to fit in there, baby, and I love all y'all. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all later. Bye.